similar level of detail and interaction with automotive service content. Another thing that we've seen that works very well, having Q&A articles on automotive service items. You know, tell people, why do they need an oil change? Why do they need a fuel injection service? How often should they get their brakes changed? Little quick articles on those things are highly used content, and again, help convert traffic to the site to a lead. Finally, the last aspect that you really need to consider on your website is interactivity. Today, most people who go to your website will finalize their interaction with you over the phone, although there is a growing minority of people, and it's growing pretty quickly, of people that don't want to pick up the telephone. They want to communicate with you through your website. If you don't allow them to do that, they're going to go somewhere else and interact with the website that does have that functionality. So if you don't have pricing on your tires, you need to allow them to get a quote through your website. They should be able to schedule an appointment on your website. They should be able to give you feedback regarding the service that they received at your establishment. They should be able to ask you a question through your website. If you have articles on the site or a blog, allow them to leave comments on the articles. We've seen some great examples of very interactive discussion forums on dealer websites. These are all important elements. And when all these things are done correctly, the results can be very dramatic. This is another case study. The Tire Warehouse, and actually Mark is here in the audience today. They're from Edmonton, Alberta. They have 4 retail locations there. Prior to working with NetDriven, they did have an existing website. We were able to go in and assess some things that needed to be changed on that website, develop a new site for them, focused on deep and easy to use content, clean navigation, and also allowing for interaction between the consumer and the business. Literally, within a day of turning on the solution, the result was overwhelming. They went from getting virtually 0 email leads from the web to getting 300 within the first month. Actually, Mark tells a great story. I think it was the second day it was on. One of the retail stores got a quote. They replied, within about 15 minutes. 5 minutes later, the customer came in. He had the quote on his iPhone, and he bought 4 tires. And that's literally the way it should work. So the last part of this is maintenance and analysis, and really this is all about the fact that once you've got internet marketing and website working well, they're only going to work well for a finite amount of time. The internet's evolving, and your solution needs to evolve with it. There's a great tool out there to help you understand this, and it's called Google Analytics. Again, it's a free tool. This is the dashboard for Google Analytics. It'll give you a tremendous amount of information about your site. You can see how many people visit your site in a given period of time, how much time they spend on your site, how many pages they look at. You can see how they found your site. You can also set it up to track custom goals. So if your site is allowing consumers to request quotes on the website, you can actually set it up so you can track how many of those quotes you got every day. The other thing you can do is also look at a map to see where your visitors are coming from. And you can actually hover over any of those dots, and it'll tell you how many people from that town visited your website in a particular time period. And then what you need to do is use that data to then evolve your internet strategy. And a quick case study on how one of our clients used maintenance and analysis to make a big difference for their business. My family's business, Sandone Tire, we developed a new website for them over a year ago. One of the things that one of the big objectives for them was driving more auto service sales. So they're mainly known to sell tires in their community, and they did not have a large business on the auto service side. So what we did is we were able to design new content, put it on the site, and then go in using Google Analytics to see how many people were accessing this content. And we were able to keep changing it, call it different things, create new content until we reached our goal, and a certain percentage of the website visitors were actually spending time looking at the automotive service content. Year over year, what they were able to do is increase their automotive service business through the first half of this year by 25%. And that was kind of coming on a period where their automotive service sales were relatively flat for about 3 or 4 years prior to that. So Who wouldn't want to increase their sales by 25% in automotive service? Done right, your website can help you achieve a goal like that. So again, my name is Sandone. I'm the president of NetDriven, and really, we believe, and we've seen it, the internet and your website strategy, your internet marketing strategy, can be your highest return on investment marketing investment that you can make for your business right now. The only thing is you really do need to do it right. Not every website is the same, not every internet marketing strategy is the same, but really following these simple tips, you can put something together that can be a game changer for your business in your market. And really what you need to do is focus on just these 3 areas of internet marketing, drive traffic to that site, get a website that's going to convert that traffic into leads, and then stay up on it and make sure that it is evolving as your business is evolving and the internet. But anybody has, thank you so much. Thank you very much.